All right, guys, welcome back. Hi, it's Max. We're going to be talking about what Kabam dropped when it comes to the information and specifically all about the reunion. There is a lot to cover this. By the way, if you're when does this go live? At the beginning of this video, it's going to go live right there, August 14th. So towards the middle of the month. This is a huge one, guys. This one, I'm actually really excited. And a lot of it has to do because we're going to get a lot of juicy rewards and there's going to be new introduced features to the game. Be prepared. So if you're thinking of spending monies right now, Kabam John gives us a heads up on you if you're limited on funds on how you play the game and what you buy in the game, save it. He does mention that it's quite expensive. Quite expensive might mean like $29.99, $39.99, $49.99. I hope it's not going to be $100. I don't think it will be. I don't think it's going to get to that point. But there's going to be a special login monthly event or maybe event kind of a situation kind of that you can kind of sign up for it. Like typically what I'm seeing this as the sigil, and it's going to go on this reunion event. So this reunion event, it's going to go live again on the 14th. So we're probably going to see that kind of live on the 14th as well. Just kind of be prepared to open up that wallet a little bit there because it's going to be worth it. Okay, there's going to be a special arena, as you can see there, arena events as well. But the login calendar is kind of like all for inclusive all players. It should be progression based, but the upgraded 7-hour login crystal and a new offer. This is what he's talking about. But I believe if you sign up or acquire this new offer, you're going to be able to get kind of some juicy rewards, which are going to give you that 7 reunion selectors. So there's going to be a 7-star champion you're going to be able to get by picking that up. So, let me know in the comments below what you think that price should be or will be, or what you would consider paying for a 7-star, plus all the juiciness and upgraded things you're going to be able to claim when it comes to this event. So yeah, we're seeing that, what he talked about. But yeah, let's fast forward a little bit here and let's take a look at the champions. Okay, so this is going to be on the 14th. You're not going to be able to claim the selector immediately. It's going to be like a build up, claiming those tokens as you progress or have challenges. And when it comes to how you're going to get these to be able to get that selector, but you're also going to be able to get some crystals is what they mentioned, right? They said, hey, you're going to be able to get some crystals, spin them out to be able to get one of these champions. Probably going to have a couple of champions in there that are like 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 stars if you're lucky. And you get a 7-star, well, man, yeah, congrats. But yeah, what are your champions? What are you thinking you're going to go with when it comes to the selector? So let's say you do pick up this deal. What selector would you go for? Right now, I made a specific video because of the leaked information we saw on Twitter X already about these champions. We had heads up about this about over a month ago now. Or about a month ago. So we knew this was coming, right? And it was coming live in August. So now we know more information about it. It's confirmed by Kabam. It's officially on August 14th. It's the start of this event, but not the date you're going to be able to get this 7-star. It's going to be towards the end. And maybe we get some awakening gems. Maybe we get some 6 stones. I don't know what we're going to get, but this event is tied to those little, not little, but big, but champions that are going to be exclusive for this event. So again, what champion are you thinking of going with? Like I mentioned, like Venompool was going to be a pretty cool champ, just overall to have, and kind of can do many things, and just playstyle should be fun. There's a lot of new champions always coming into the game, which kind of makes these older champions really obsolete, a little outdated, not really playable champions. Also keep in mind that we're currently, as of right now, we're in the middle of the Deadpool Wolverine event, which is going to give us an option, if you went that far into it, to get that 2 to 3 mutant gems. So there's a Magneto coming. So if you're a big Magneto user or fan, you might be able to get that guy to rank 3. If you get that now, win this event, and just kind of hold on to it for the following event, because he's mutant. You can use it on any mutant champion. But I have my eyes still on Venompool, a little bit of Punisher love, and Man-Thing. Knowing that these 7-star champions, are going to be available, like, again, might be an option. Think Lion Sword, think battlegrounds. Think maybe questing or just for fun. I wouldn't consider this more of a trophy champion because you gotta, this is exclusive. This is rare. This is some of the 7-stars that are being, some of the champions that are being added as 7-stars that we don't currently have. So you're gonna be able to select one of these again if you participate in the purchase of that deal. But you're also gonna get some shots at getting some of these champions in the crystal. So if you get them in the crystals, I believe there's a guaranteed crystal too that gives you a 7-star. You're going to be able to get the selector and actually dupe or awaken your 7-star champion. So that's huge. Reunion selector event coming to us basically by the end of the month. Now let's see here. We got also on top of that, we got what's called the Reunion Crucible. Okay, we wanted to improve our boss rush request concept by doing something that has no repetition, didn't require you to complete multiple difficulties, and was a challenge in a different way. This is actually pretty cool. Take a look at the screenshot of here we go. Take a look at that. That looks very overwhelming. Well, let me describe it. Let me explain it to you very quickly. So most of us Valiant players are going to be able to enter this and basically at its max difficulty. And this is very interesting because each champion that you're having to go through has a different node. Along with its champion abilities, it's going to have a certain combination. So let's say I have a 7-star Hercules, and for the most things you were like, hey, I can kind of go through 7-star Hercules. Whoa, did I say 7-star Hercules? 6-star Hercules. I can go through the entire thing and just he clears up the entire map. Well, they set it up where that node right there, which we saw an image of right now, forces you to change your champion. So you use 6-star Hercules, you can't use him again. He's completely gone or blocked out from using inside the quest. So you got to use other champions. So this is, Kabam John does mention, this is kind of what it's going to look like. See if we can go to that page right here. There we go. No, too much. There we go. So you got a one champion, and then you basically use that selector to change them out. But each you see here is being used different champions. We got a exclusive new champion for this month coming out too. But here's the easier version, not as overwhelming as the last one. So cool thing about this that Kabam John did explain is, let's say you have a 6-star Hercules, right? You have a 5-star Hercules as well, 4-star Hercules as well. You're gonna be able to use different star levels inside this chapter. So you quest. So you are gonna be able to go in with your 6-star, switch it out to a 5-star, switch it out to a 4-star. Obviously, if you have them ranked up high enough, boosted maybe, you're going to be able to do Hercules on a couple of fights, maybe on the early ones. Start with the 4-star roster, build up to the 5-star, build up to the 6-star, especially those champions that are known just to not care what's in front of them, right? Hercules. So here's more information on the Crucible. From this design goal was born a new quest type. Crucible Quest are boss rush requests with a very big twist. Players will have to use different champions for every fight, which is what we just covered, and then planning, knowledging, and horizontal progression. So obviously there's a lot of planning. There's going to be a lot of live streams. There's going to be a lot of content creators covering this. So you're going to have some guides from the most known content creators that do put that out there. So be on the lookout for that. We'll probably just go live and you can watch the live stream as a recap. So every boss from Act 7 is going to be in this quest. 2 difficulties. We talked about what the map looked like. The legendary, which has 2 paths, but rewards. We're going to get into that. Now, this launches earlier than the other event, which is going to launch on the 7th. So it's just 5 days from this video, the recording of this video. And then also know that that's permanent content. So I think they do have some timeline that you have to once it goes live, you have 2 weeks to complete it to claim the vision piece. And I think he talks about that here. or not here. But this also very important, very quickly, is that you're going to be able to go into the Crucible, have a team, have a champion in there, use them up, or just like if you don't want to sit there and do it in one sitting, you're just like, hey, let me go in there, let me kind of study some notes and do some backwards studying. But I've already started it. You can actually, we've asked for this for such a long time, and they're finally giving it to us. You can actually go and load up another team and just be questing, be doing something else, which is huge, right? You see that, which is nice, super nice. I think you're not stuck. So if your champions are in there, you're not completely stuck and can't do anything else in the game besides that content. So that is part of the upgrade that's coming into the game, which I think is huge, because that might mean that might eventually spread into different things. So if you're inside of a quest, maybe you can go into a different quest, just different things, try out different things. And so, that's going to be super exciting. We'll see what Kabam does with this update. So here are the rewards, guys. So from the looks of it, too, if you do the most difficulty thing when it comes to the quest, you're going to get also rewarded the smaller items. And here's a cutoff. So difficulty must be done. Explore any difficulty will be needed by the September 4th. Keep that date in mind, because that's important, so that you do get that vision piece, okay? Because that's important to get that vision. And then you get some reunion tokens. You get a generic 7-star 1 to 2, which is kind of nice, especially since it's not tied into a saga event. It's not tied into a specific class or RNG crystal. It's just generic. So that's worth a lot. Also consumables. So if you just do the legendary just by regular, just no big rewards, but completion gives you a 7-star crucible crystal, which is part of those 7-star champions we just talked about. And then exploration gives you a 7-star crucible. Crucible crystal as well, a Titan crystal, generic 7-star 2 to 3 rank up gem, and some cosmetics. So here's the thing. The Titan crystal is changing. We're within like 14 days or so of this changing. This is going live in 5 days. Yeah. You want the better pool. What people are saying is the better pool of the Titan crystal, which is what we have live right now. The next one is going to be, you might want to rush into it, get that Titan crystal, and then open it up. Those champions are going to get shifted into the basic 7-star pool. So there's a chance there of you picking them up if Kabam does some 7-star class selector crystals, like they have one now with the Deadpool and Wolverine event. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of information going on, a lot of stuff to keep on top of, guys. But yeah, they talk about basically kind of like overall the event. Do they give a little bit of a preview? I think they did. Or they're just going back and forth here on it. Let's see.
Their play patterns, right? How it changed their behavior, and that's what we're taking a look at right now. I will tell you that the initial data looks good, but we were waiting for a deep dive from them. Love this daily super event. I know that I personally love the event. I think the game feels a lot better with it in game. I also think that it's very clear the game is cleaner and more simple, which is one of our design goals right now. The event obviously changed a lot in the game, and we ran it as a trial deliberately. Mm-hmm. So right now we're in the process of just analyzing the data, and it is very important that summoners love the event, but what's even more important is how it changed their play patterns, right? How it changed their behavior, and that's what we're taking a look at right now. I will tell you that the initial data looks good, but we are waiting for a deep dive from the data team. Once that happens, we will decide if we want to proceed with it permanently. But it's not, I can tell you it's not imminent. We're still discussing exactly how we want to approach it in the future, but that's the honest view of what's happening right now.
Wow. Okay, so that is also covering the daily event, which is a lot of people are asking for. Actually in the live stream, in the chat, there was a lot of like hashtag, bring back daily event, which is basically every 24 hours, just by playing the game. Just logging in and playing, you hit those milestones, and the rewards were even better. So that was a test phase, and Kabam's looking into it, so they're going to get some more information. So when it comes to timelines, stuff like this, don't expect it to go live next month. It's probably, if it goes live and it goes permanent and it changes that, and that's a new ongoing change for the game. I would assume maybe 3 months, 4 months, something like around those kind of that timeline. So something that we're gonna forget about. And it sucks, but because that's how this works. Those rewards, as juicy as they are right now, in August of 2024. Come January, February of 2025, it's not going to feel the same. And hopefully Kabam already knows that and looks into it and plans accordingly to kind of like change, alter, and kind of adapt those changes. Or if they go live exactly how they are, be consistent on like, hey, we're going to be tweaking this every 3 months or every 2 months. We got something to be like, hey, we're going to come back to this. But overall, guys, like I said, there was a lot of cover in specifically this video. Very exciting things between the AI changes, being able to log into multiple things, but also keeping these dates in mind. August 7th is the start of this reunion crucible. August 14th is going to be where the calendar, arenas, and purchase of that event. I don't even know what they're going to call it, but purchase event token, I guess, because you're going to claim tokens, is going to go live. But Titan crystals already a crystal that you're going to be able to get the rewards on. I think there's a video. I think this is it right here, where I think this is Kabam Mike.
This quest uses the new elimination choice node.
Yeah, this is Kabam Mike talking about the breakdown of how this content works and how you're going to be able to swap champions from, he's showing you step by step. Once you swap out the champion, you can't swap it again for that specific same star level. But he does show the rewards, and I don't know if he shows it in the beginning or towards the end. Let me see. I think he shows it towards the end. He gives you the explanation of the specific nodes. See if we can pause it. I think there was a screenshot. I saw it in the live stream. I just don't know where exactly. I think it has to be in this clip of the video that he's giving us, the presentation. So it's still worth ranking up your champions, guys, so keep that in mind. But let's see. Does he show it here? Or I don't know if it was Kabam John showing us a clip of that. So yeah, normal, legendary, kind of like, we talked about that as well. And here we are. Here's the rewards. Okay, he does show it. Here it is. So we got basically, again, you can claim that generic. You got the emote, you got the profile pic, which are super cool looking. Those are the collectible items. And here we are. There it is. So the consumables, the revives, but the Titan crystal and those event 7-star crystals are there. Generic 2 to 3. Let me know in the comments too, guys, if you made it this far. Who are you going to be taking up when it comes to your rank 3? Get some ideas going, because I still don't know. But yeah, guys, I wanted to cover this because, again, a lot to cover. This was an hour and a half live stream that they did, and it was, they were running through it. They were back to back to back to back. And then here we are just like blabbering and talking about literally just a portion of that live stream. And already I feel like we've covered. It's taken us a long time, but I'm super pumped, super excited. Looking forward to the 7th, the 14th. See what the price is. Looking forward to those champions. I'm going to start kind of exploring what options do I want to get. Looking into Battleground Season 22, right? We're in 21 right now? Are we? Or 20? What season are we in? 2020. Or are we in Season 21? Because that's kind of where those champions are going to benefit us now. What champion 7-star is going to help us, obviously, try to get some use out of it. If not, then maybe just a champion that I enjoy or see some potential. And because, who knows what Season 22, 23, and so on is going to bring. Maybe we get some use out of those champions. But, guys, man, take care. Drop a like on this video. I hope you enjoy this little bit of a recap when it comes to what Kabam talked about. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.